And then we're going to refresh. And why does it keep going to that? Refresh. Probably going to be a little bit of an echo here, but yeah. So currently you're going to just see the nice little intro screen. So if you're just tuning in, don't worry. I'm actually trying to change up what it says, get you guys all taken care of, and tell you about some pre BFA stuff here in just a moment. So we're going to save those changes right there. And then takes me a minute to figure out all this because it's kind of still new to me. And this is the thing, you guys got to understand, we're doing this together, right? Have to. I want to know that I'm doing it right. This way, if somebody else asks, I can say, "Hey, yeah, this is what's going on. This is how you do it," and so forth. So, here we go. We're going to go to our live setup. Don't know how much better that's going to look. So I'm going to do that, check that out too. And there's a reason why. Actually, it looks finally pretty smooth. Okay, check it out. Couple things I want to teach you or tell you that I didn't know and I'm learning is when you're trying to stream something. And I really strongly suggest go check out Hazel Nutty Games because she's got some great advice on how to set up your OBS if you're going to use that. And there's other people as well to help you set up other parts of that. But most important thing that you want to keep an eye on, which is like key point, is your streaming side of things, which is going to be your bit rate and so forth. You need to understand it's kind of different. I thought in reverse here. When you're doing your streaming, you lower numbers that you put in your bit rate, the smoother it would be. Well, actually, it's quite the opposite. So the higher your bit rate, the smoother it is. Now, I still kind of see a little bit of issues going on there, but yeah, it's just one of those weird tweaks, and I'll still have to tweak it a little bit as we progress. Okay, so why am I showing you the Underlight Angler? Well, number one, I suggest that before BFA comes out, you go and get this because it's going to give you quite a few things, and I'm going to explain that to you. And you see all this wonderful flashing and shaking and so forth. Well, that's one of the big things I want to discuss today. As well as more. So there's quite a bit of stuff you want to do if you're getting on to play WoW. Okay, so if you get the fishing pole, you have to go through quite a few achievements, and I'll walk you through those here, or tell you which ones, and suggest where to get them. But check it out. If you get the fishing pole, you do get this ability to click, get teleported to the nearest fishing node. If you go under the water, you're able to turn into a fish and breathe underwater, and you get faster swim speed. And there's other abilities that are just so cool, including the ability to walk on water. See, oh, not that, it's catch the boots. But yeah, you can walk on water with this fishing pole. Now, you're like, well, you have no talents in there. Well, that's exactly right. I don't. But it's considered maxed out. I'm going to put my other weapon on so you can see, and that's basically maxed right there. And what that is there's the Scythelus quest. You probably ignored it and said, I don't need to go and do it, da da da. Well, yeah, you kind of want to go do it now because it's the pre-patch stuff where you're basically retiring the weapon. And so you get the chance to max it out if you didn't have any of your, and it doesn't just do it to one, it maxes them all out. That's why the fishing pole was that way. But here, I'll open up the healing weapon, which I'd already had up to 75 already, but you can see where it takes it up to 126. So I mean, it is fully done. So you want to go finish that quest chain. It really doesn't take long. It just probably takes you, maybe, if you want to go slow at it, maybe about 20 minutes. Nothing really major. And with me doing that, it was, other people out there, they were doing their thing, and it was just really going crazy. So you could get a lot of stuff done, but it does it for every weapon. So let's say you didn't have your weapons, all done in the Vindicar, all caught up and all the talents. Then once you complete this quest, you'll get all three in there. Now, here's the downside to this: your weapon value doesn't go up. Like, say, see how it's 973 for me. And that's because of your relics that you put in there. So if your relics are low, if you get a weapon that has low relics, then you're not going to really have everything exactly perfect as you really want. You really need to work on your relics. So I strongly suggest going into things that it's going to get you your relic drops. If you're like still running an 880 relic or something like that, yeah, you really want to go and do that. So you can check out World Quest, see what kind of rewards that you get out of it. And I'm trying to bounce around to show you if there's any relic ones, but apparently there's not. So, do LFRs, do different things till you get your relics up, because you're going to keep on to your weapon for quite a while. So it's not like it's gone. You're going to, when you get into BFA, you're still going to be using it, and you'll probably hang on to it for quite a while. So far, I've got my tune up to 114 in the beta, and I'm taking my time. I'm going slow at it. But you have to excuse me, I'm kind of losing my voice for some reason today. Anyway, so with the weapon full powered like this, you're still doing quite a bit of damage. You're really pushing out some high power damage. So you really want to keep up with that and get it where you feel great with it at. So let me bounce over to Mortalvamp, because he's one of the guys that I was trying to explain to you with how you got to go in and clean everything up. Now he's got his healing weapon on, and of course I'm in the Vindicar, so hopefully the loading screen goes a little bit faster. And the reason I say that is because in Dalaran it goes really slow, and you can lose to the loading screen boss. Usually that's where it stops, but hopefully see? So much faster. I don't know if it's just because so many people are in Dalaran and it just slows it down or what. Okay, and now I gotta wait for everything to load up, which is the fun part, because like I can look and see nothing's there, and I can run inside there, and then all of a sudden it's gonna spawn, and I'm gonna be sitting in there. See? Okay, so I came in after doing the quest, and I literally all 4 weapons, because druids, they have their 4. It's going to be the boomkin, the cat, the tank, and then heals. So I literally came in and did all 4. However, if you notice, like my boomkin weapon and my pharaoh weapon, they're 915s. And you say, well, why is that? Well, oops, yeah, let's get out of there because we don't need to do it that way. It's because of the relics. See, 850 relic, 880 relic, 890 relic, which means I need to go work on that and get my relics higher. If you really want to know which one's my highest, it's not my guardian, believe it or not. This round, or this expansion, I focused on healing. So you can see, other than the 890, if I take that one out, I can totally fix it up. But you can see all the ranks are in there now, and So the only bad part is this constant flashing, and kind of drive you nuts after a while. But there's the extras and boost in there once it's got maxed. It still says 75 down here, but you can see 126. So you really want to go do that set the list quest and get it taken care of so you can max out your weapons. The only other thing I strongly suggest is definitely get your relics, get them all taken care of, because you're going to want to get that all, your weapon up there, because depending on what you're maining in the next X-Pack is going to depend on what greatness you're going to have or how you're going to do things, and so forth. As you can see, I just pulled from the mailbox. Yes, I'm trying to sell the Primal Air. They're going for $850 on my server, so 11 of them is $9,300. Not selling. I think too many people are doing it. Actually, let's take a look. There is currently 32 auctions out there right now of Primal Air, so it's not going to sell. Suggestion, probably stock it up like some of the other people that are describing. Oh, yeah, good question. So question just came in. What do you do with your... man, I can't think today. When you get your new artifact power things. Well, as you can see, this one sells for 25 gold. So you could just basically sell them now and make your gold, make some gold off of them. You're gonna still get them throughout the game, as you go through dungeons and go through raids and so forth. You're gonna still get artifact power. Sell it. It's 25 gold or more, so you can definitely make a killing on that. If you get, if you have a bunch stored away or something, totally worth making, selling the gold on that. So I just wanted to pop in, do that, see how the stream is, which means I see a little bit choppiness on there still as I move around. So let me go cat form again. Oh yeah, another thing is if you haven't done it, your mage tower is up permanently now until the pre-patch, I believe, or I will try to double check that. I think it's actually until BFA launches, and so if you want to get your weapon looks and everything, you can still do that. So I really, if you can, I think with this boost in the artifact weapon and so forth, you might actually be able to complete your artifact appearance. And I did do a video where you hear some echoes in there, but I kind of explained how that artifact appearance looks, or how you get that change. I will do that again for you later on, where it's a little cleaner and no echo in there. So, but I do want to try to fix the stream, which means we need to raise the bitrate a little more. And I think at that point we should be pretty smooth, because, like, I'm running around now purposely so I can see what it looks like. And by what I can see, it's a little choppy. Little. It's a little bit smoother than what it was before. So we're getting there. We'll get the little tweaks out, and this is how you learn. And then eventually I will have the nice little display and you can see all the other stuff. We'll clean it up. I'm going to learn it myself, and I'll be more than happy to show you guys as I progress as well. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. And don't forget, hit that wonderful subscribe button, and if you have questions, comments, let me know. I'd be more than happy to work with you and answer them, and maybe we can set up a day of Q&As, so you can come in and ask me questions, and we'll learn together. But on that note, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.